Now, more than 170,000 people took part in Tel Aviv's Pride Parade on Friday. The event is in its 23rd year, and it's a celebration of LGBT rights in a region where they are sorely lacking. In Saudi Arabia and Qatar, for example, it is still a crime to be gay. Many LGBT people say they will not attend the World Cup football tournament this year over fears for their safety. It is, of course, taking place in Qatar. Well, for more, we're joined from the US by Saudi LGBT rights activist Wajeeh Leon. Wajeeh, great to have you with us again. Loving the bow tie. Before we talk about the World Cup, I want to talk about a petition that you have started. Now, this is for a young Saudi man who's currently in jail in Saudi Arabia over pictures he posted on social media. Tell us a bit more about him.
Correct. We're talking about Suhail Yousef Al-Yahya, or Suhail Al-Jamil Jiddan. The very beautiful Suhail means beautiful, Jamil Jiddan. He was first arrested in 2018 based on parental disobedience for being a member of the LGBT community. He was later on arrested after he was later on released on good behavior after memorizing the Quran and released. And he went on to become a student at California State University, Fullerton, only to be lured again by the Saudi government and his family, telling him that his mother is dying. Only when he reached the Saudi airport, he was detained and arrested based on parental disobedience, appearing like women, public taste, and online cybersecurity, all just for taking a picture with a swimming short. So I started this campaign with All Out, a collaboration that we were working together. So we're collecting as many signatures as possible, demanding the immediate release of Suhail Yousef Al-Yahya and allowing him to leave the country immediately. This is directly going to the U.S. President Joe Biden and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Ministry of Justice. Definitely need to take action on that, and I urge every listener to go out and sign the petition right now.
All right, and are you hopeful, Wajeeh, that he will be freed and that he'll be able to get back to the US?
So he was sentenced for 3 years in prison and 800 lashes in the form of torture. We are expecting that he should be released in October of this year. If not, we will have a lot of issues. We have run into a couple of issues with the Saudi government where they have placed him in political prison and have cut all information regarding his case. So we are just waiting till October of this year to see if there will be any action regarding his release.
All right, and we've put the address up for your petition there so people can have a look if they want. Now, let's talk about the World Cup, Wajeeh, because many people are questioning why Qatar was chosen to host such an important international sporting event, given the lack of LGBT rights there. It is pretty similar to Saudi Arabia. What are your thoughts?
Well, my first question is Qatar ready to host the World Cup? This is going to be the most compact World Cup ever to be hosted. It's going to be 12 days full of 4 games a day. This would be starting 3 days before the Thanksgiving holiday. So it's also going to be the first World Cup hosted during the winter, not during the summer. So Qatar already facing many challenges, including human rights violations, and that's how they have built their current stadiums that they have. They have seen 800,000 tickets being sold, 1.2 million fans expected to visit, yet only 90,000 hotel rooms are available. Many Qataris in Qatar that are close to the organizers say they're very critical of whether that they could see this go on or the World Cup actually passes. And many would say that they are willing to cancel the World Cup just so they could say we're not going to abide by LGBTQ community or allowing them to be there. In fact, a couple of the hotels that are there have denied journalists that are members of the LGBT community of reserving any rooms in any of the hotels. So it's we're seeing a lot of discrimination. We're seeing a lot of violations regarding human rights and discrimination regarding the LGBT community. The FIFA has come out and said they must abide by those laws that of non-discrimination. So we'll see. Is Qatar going to be able to make it through or not?
Well, it's such a contrast, isn't it, to what we saw over the weekend here in Tel Aviv. But we are going to leave it there. Wajeeh, thank you very much indeed. Wajeeh Leon there.
Thank you for having me.